Right.
We going live,
And
live.
we are live. I'm playing the song.
Hey, son. You made the team this year? They say you weren't tall enough.
We don't got no intro music, so I'm using this 2 days in a row.
This is joint, y'all.
This is for the family that can't be with us. This is for my cousin locked down.
Oh, and it stopped. Maybe that is that Kanye.
My song so sweet like a photo of your grandbaby. Now that you're gone, it hit us super hard on Thanksgiving and Christmas. This can't be right. Yo, you heard the track I did, man. This can't be like. Somebody please say grace so I can save face and have a reason to cover my
Family Business by Kanye. That's one of my joints, y'all. How y'all doing? It's Ryan Horman, cousin Kofi with the Dysfunctional Show. Thank y'all for checking us out. It is Tuesday,
Yes.
February 23rd, 2021, in the year of our Lord. What's happening, cousin Kofi?
Hi, how you doing, cuz?
I'm good. I'm blessed and highly favored, as they say. Uh it's happy to be here.
Amen.
You know,
Yes.
we had a good conversation the other night, and still lots on my mind. How was your day though? How was your day? Was your
Right.
day good?
My
Was your
day
day
was
good?
very good. It was very peaceful, so I enjoyed that.
Peaceful's good.
What
Peace.
about you? What about you?
Today was good. I have no complaints. It went well. I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of tired. I got up earlier than normal, and I didn't get that nap in
Okay.
like I like. I'm at that age where I want a good nap.
Isn't that something that we need a nap now?
Straight up need a nap. Didn't think about it when I was young, but now I want a nap. I should have got me a nap in. Stacy, I see you. What's
Yeah.
happening? Nicole, I see you. Oh, they ready. They
Is that Stacy?
yeah, that's Stacy and Nikki. They ready.
Hey, Stacy.
They didn't sit in front of the class.
And who else is that?
Stacy and Nikki so far.
Okay,
Um,
Nikki. Shouts out to the
I,
both of them.
if you own, what's up? Thank y'all for joining in. Uh, OC is missing in action. We're gonna give him a few minutes to see what happened, and we're gonna talk about him. That's what we definitely gonna do. Uh,
Absolutely.
did well? So he ain't here to do the news. Did you hear
No,
about the United airline flight that was
I
flying
did.
to Denver, and one of the
Engines.
motors engines one of the engines went out while they was in the air. It exploded. They all landed
And it-
safely, but
oof,
yeah, like
scary stuff.
if that happened to you, would you ever fly again?
It would take me a while. It would
Nikki
take
said
me a while. Cause
Nikki said when she go to Milwaukee, she gonna be flying. Let me see. Somebody just joined us. Uh, you know, hey, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you
docking
for
that
having
pay,
me.
I know that. That pay getting docked, I know that.
Yeah, that how, what he 5 minutes late? That's what. That's $25, ain't it, Kobe?
Oh, you guys are so cute.
Yeah, that's $25 right there. That go into the jar. What's what's happening, my man?
No, nothing much. Just got the shower, man. I had to go run and grab ice and all that, man. I didn't realize the time, B.
Oh, you was having a good day then. You ain't keeping track of the time.
I mean, that's not true, but yeah, man. To answer what you just said, to comment on what you just said, if there was turbulence and very bad turbulence on the airplane, and I'm already extremely scared to fly, so I will go nuts if I was on that plane.
bro, the engine blew up while they was in the air.
And where was this at?
It was going to Denver. I don't know where they were flying from.
And then
Everybody landed safely.
yeah, they
But
made a safe landing. Yeah.
yeah, that's crazy, man.
Whew, the engine blew up. That's why they got more than one engine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. God was with them, though. God was with them. Ray, I see you. Treese, I see you. Uh, I didn't. I really. You got any news today, OC?
Man, why is it that we're so scared, man? No, I don't got no news, man. I'm kind of like no, I'm neutral on the news. I'm neutral on the news right now, man.
What was that?
No, I'm neutral on the news for real. Y'all remember my stop I made earlier? I'm trying to,
Okay, all right. Well, we honestly, y'all, we really didn't have. We were so heated on what's today? On Thursday's topic, blended families, the love, the work, the struggles. We're gonna start with a recap of it, but we just gonna continue, y'all. We just gonna let that ride out. Kofi, I'll let you start because that's what you usually do. You do the recap. We're gonna pick up where we left off, but
Yeah.
Kofi, go ahead. We're just gonna get right into it. Ain't no sense us playing.
Well, basically, we're going right into last week's topic, family, love, the work, and the struggles. And everybody just has so much because, like we said, there's many levels to it. So, anybody feel free to comment, get out whatever they didn't get out last week. Whoever's watching, comment, say whatever. And I just kind of want to reiterate on saying that I think it's so important for the parents or the people that are dealing with these children to know how to show the love.
Okay. All right.
It's on us. It's on us. It's
OC.
on us.
Well, one thing I want to bring light to the situation pertaining to families who or gentlemen who are involved with women who have children. And I also want to say it seems as if women are more prone to denounce a man if he has children versus a woman who has children. We have to automatically accept that. But I know a lot of women won't accept you if you have your child or if you have children and you're raising them at your house. A lot of women don't jump in there and take that. Now I know Hortman's sister was one who I salute big time. Her getting involved in a situation like that. However, I just see way less. I see women literally turn their back on a guy, and I don't think that's fair at all, man. That's just not right.
All right. Okay.
Okay, we got a new concoction going on here.
I
Well,
agree. That's not fair if they doing that. That is not fair.
what my whole take. This is where I'm gonna pick up from. All right. We talked about a blended family, and blended families are, in this sense, are people that come together in a relationship and they both have uh children or person from another relationship. And we're trying to talk about, the discussion was the struggles, the love, and the work it takes to have that. And in my opinion, I don't think everybody's being transparent. Let's,
No,
you know what I mean? Let's keep it 100, because the only way that we can discuss these things and get maybe help somebody if everybody is real about it. Now, you know what I
exactly.
mean? Now,
Well,
I
don't
kept
you think
thinking,
we all have had different?
yes, everybody is talking from their own experiences. Uh, and like I thought
Yeah.
about it, real deep for the past 48 hours. I've been thinking about this. Out of everybody that was on the panel that spoke, I'm the only one that isn't in a blended family right now. You get what I mean? And when I spoke up from the very beginning about the reason why I chose not to was
Yeah.
because of the things that I saw as a child. And then everybody was joking, said I was being defensive. I was just trying to prove my point. But then when Glow came back around and she said that when her kids got grown, they told her some things that she didn't even understand. Like she didn't know that they felt that way.
She
And
never told us what she said. She never told us what they said.
exactly, but that proved my point. After the more I thought about it, I was like, that's exactly what I was talking about. You get what I mean?
She
So,
didn't.
but that's what she said. They said some things, but that was exactly what I was talking about. Being uh being a child in that environment. Like I don't know if anybody ever talked to their kids about it because it's something that people don't really want to discuss because the parents are busy trying to prove that they love everybody the same and they're not thinking about the kids on that level, in my opinion. That's where I'm starting today. Let's go. Uh-oh. I'm supposed to read some of these comments real quick. And also I have Hortman is in the building tonight. Mrs. Hortman. She said she had to get in here. Let's see. Tree said not I. Ray in the building. OC.
Well,
Nikki said OC more than likely it's because of past experience. And Stacy said, "What do you mean, Ryan?" Uh, repeat the last thing you said. Stacy said, "Hey sis." I forgot what I said. Which part? I said that when I was coming from the point of a child feeling different,
she
not that
said, I
anybody
guess
mistreated me, and and it felt like everybody was like, "No, you being this, you being that, you trying," and I'm like, "No, that's how I was feeling." Then Glow said, and I didn't think about it at the time, but Glow said that you should have a panel with kids on how they feel
Yeah.
because she said her kids told her some things they felt a certain way and she had no idea. And to me, when I say I want everybody to be transparent, and when I said that everybody else is in a blended relationship, I'm saying that because y'all may have to walk a fine line because y'all actually in a blended relationship right now. And the blended relationship I'm referring to is in my past. You get what I mean? That's in my past. It's not my right now. So y'all may feel you may have to tread lightly with some things you saying because you in a relationship with somebody. And I'm just saying I want everybody to try their best to be 100% transparent to the fullest of their capabilities. I'm not trying to make nobody air out they dirty laundry or anything like that. But I believe if people really say how they feel, that this discussion will go a totally different way. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I'll tell you how I feel. I'm here we go.
well, don't you think our own children, your own children could expose something?
What do you mean by your own children can expose something? Somebody froze. Is it me? Is it my internet? Am I frozen?
I'm
Was
not
it Kofi?
following.
Was
Let's see.
Kofi? Go ahead. You froze up.
I mean, like, don't you think that our own children that are from us could grow up and tell us some things that they felt that we never knew about?
Of course. That's what anything. But I'm talking about pertaining to this situation.
Well, I've never had a blended family. I've never been part of that. I never had
You
no.
have.
No, I haven't.
You said you were with somebody and they
Oh, they
had
had kids, right? They had
yeah. So
kids, and
you
I.
were part of you were part of a blended family.
I mean, yeah, and we all know I'm a good guy, and I did exceptionally well. with them children. I taught kids how to read. I taught them how to cross the street. I mean, that's just something that's going to be with them forever. I don't get a Father's Day card. I don't hear nothing about it. I got kids with her, and she trying to keep me away from my own son. Like,
Here
I'm
we
not
go.
even going to go into that. Like, I used to. So you know what? I got other kids, so I just build with my other kids. That's just how I look at it, man. But I really wanna, let's be transparent here.
Let's be transparent.
It even affects you when a woman has grown kids.
That's part of the family.
Right. I mean, it's like it all plays a part in it, but I mean, what are we wanting from this? Like what is it that we want from this? Like what do we want?
So if
Do I want her kids to be mine? Do I have to take her to court for her kids? I mean, like, where do we go with this? Like, where? Because to me, I don't see how a man, I'm just speaking on a man, how you could treat a kid bad. Other than that time when I was in Warsaw and I didn't know no better. Like, how can you treat a kid bad?
listen,
No, but how can you treat a kid bad? I mean, you gotta love them children and do right by them children. And you know how to, come on, man.
listen, I don't think people are intentionally treating kids bad. That's not my point of view. I'm saying in relationships when two different people are involved,
I'm
there's
about my kid the Jordans. You can
oh, okay.
absolutely.
Okay, let me ask you this, OC. All right, so if you were a girl, you were a chick, and it's school shopping time, right?
I'm gonna break up with her before that happens.
This
We
dude's
ain't
an
gonna be
idiot.
together. Nah, but go ahead. No, it's school.
So
School,
so
back to school.
your your son wants the Jordans,
Yeah.
and
Here we
you,
go.
I, I'm being perfectly honest. I
And I'm
want
gonna be
everybody
perfectly
else.
honest. Come on.
Your son wants the Jordans.
Absolutely. For sure my
You
son
could
do.
afford, you could afford to get him the Jordans, but,
Absolutely.
but her son wants the Jordans too, right?
If I can't get two pair of Jordans, they're gonna have to get the Dookies.
So you ain't gonna get your son the Jordans. He got straight A's. He did all that, like you said. You ain't getting him the Jordans.
No.
Wow,
No, I'm gonna get
wow.
both of them. I'm gonna have them fresh though. I'm gonna have both of them fresh. But see, that's where I'm trying to say me as a good person. People don't understand how beautiful and great of a person I really am. I tell them like this here, man. Hey yo, I know you want the Jordans. I know both of y'all want the Jordans, and I'm gonna have them both there. Like yo, y'all can't get the Jordans. So what y'all want to get us pick something else, man? We gonna get it together. Then I'm gonna put my move down and we come back and get the Jordans later on.
Wow, I'm impressed.
That's
Wow.
just me. That's just me. I don't expect everybody to be like me though.
No, of course not. We being transparent.
Right.
Let me read some of these comments real quick. First of all, Stacy says she ain't got to walk no fine line. Uh, uh, Tree said children will have a different point of view. Yeah, Ray said if you're a man, you don't know where you're leading your family. It's a wrap. Absolutely. Tree said good answer. OC.
It's just being real. Just
I
being
can't
real.
speak to that because I don't have biological children, so all are treated equally in my camp. And they said, "Well, toot your own horn, OC." And y'all know these are hypotheticals. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Well,
And
first of all,
I
I gotta say this because this is a fact. If anybody follow me on social media, you can go look back and look back at my page. You can see where I was up every single morning with the woman that I was with, taking kids to school in the morning. I looked forward to it, calling them, getting them ready in the morning for school. It was dope, and we had a beautiful, beautiful thing. And this is when a mother. Remember, I said the grandmother said, "Well, them ain't your children." You right. Them ain't my children. And that's why now I really feel like I'm not gonna probably really date nobody that got children. I mean, I'm not gonna do it. And and niggas be like, oh man, you got to mess with young girls now because everybody got kids. No, that's not true. I know a lot of sisters who don't have any children,
So if
or
you
they got
met
adult
somebody,
children.
if you met somebody you really cared about, y'all was really vibing, you would negate that because they have kids.
It's just the fact that I don't want to get attached to their children, and then they take them out of my life, or now all of a sudden I'm a bad person just because I was with another woman. So she get mad and say, oh, I'm done with you. You can't see my kids no more. But I done love these kids. I done bought PS5s. I done been in these kids' lives. These kids know my family. You know, they done been to Georgia with Nona. And now all of a sudden I'm a bad person because I wanted to be with another girl Thursday night. Come on, man. That ain't right.
So so if you meet a chick or a lady, young lady, woman, whatever, you
Grown
feeling
woman.
you feeling her, she feeling you,
They
right?
all feel
It-
me. They all feel me.
Okay. But then she say, "Oh, you got I can't we this can't go no further because you got kids."
Well, I'm gonna tell them it don't matter how many kids I got because they will
But
never see my kids.
but but you got kids though.
But then we ain't gonna be together.
That's what I'm saying. You cool with that? Like if it's somebody you
I'm
really
not
feel
finna
like,
beg. I'm not finna beg. No, no,
no,
man.
it's
No, it's
not
like
about
chasing
begging.
somebody that don't want to get caught.
No, it's
You can never change the fact that I have children.
look, that's my point. So I'm saying if you building with somebody and you really feeling this person, you gonna throw all that away because she got kids. Is what you're saying.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
I ain't finna be dealing with your kids. I'm not finna be taking your kids to the doctor and all that. Where the daddy at? He out kicking in the clubbing, but they love their daddy, and she always gonna respect dude over me or some cornball stuff. I'm not going through it. And plus, most women from Milwaukee that I've encountered, man, nah, I'm good on that, man. That's why you know what I think the best thing for us to be as adults is to be really celibate, work on ourselves, and then try
I'm
to
married.
get involved with somebody. Well, you got
I'm married, B.
well, you
That's
equally yoked. You equally yoked. You're in a great situation, whether it's good or bad or indifferent. You're married. You're committed. I mean, for the people who are not involved and who are not committed to somebody, like
yeah,
Kofi, she's married. He's a married. She's a married
go
woman.
ahead,
I'm
bro.
not married.
Uh,
I'm all here. I'm by myself. I'm all alone. I don't have no woman.
uh, you can
For
call her whatever.
Valentine's Day,
Jelani
B.
O.C. Neal.
For
You and
Valentine's Day, my
uh,
man's came. My man's came and kicked it with me. My man's came and kicked it with me on Valentine's Day. Him and his girlfriend. They had on matching outfits.
you was third wheel.
No, they just came to say hi, and we just,
You was third wheel.
But wait,
no,
y'all going off topic though. Y'all supposed to be talking about blended families. These are families. This is a couple that's came together. They in love. He got
Look,
kids. She got kids, and they come together. And y'all supposed to be talking about that.
I tried it. I failed.
Okay.
Kofi, you got anything to add to this?
I just think these are the same issues you deal with within your own family without it being blended, and you should handle it the same way you would within your own family if it wasn't blended.
See, here's the thing that people are denying. I'm just trying to make somebody admit it.
Man,
People, people treat their own family different. Not. I mean, we talking about blended families, but I'm saying they own family. Like if little cousins come over and hey, put the PS5 up because dude be breaking stuff. He ain't just put that up. Just put it up before they get here because we ain't visit. We ain't visit, go. We ain't do it.
yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
But it is something wrong with that.
Man,
If you're supposed to be treat everybody equal,
man, if y'all can't keep if y'all can't keep little Ray Ray in place, if Lil Ron coming over to my house and you and Horman letting y'all son run on tear up everything. No, he ain't finna come over here playing with my kids' stuff.
my point is, you're supposed to give that kid the same the same breaks that you give your own kid.
Not if your kid is being destructive.
Because that's to you though. You know, like if you bought something and your child broke it, you might be mad at them. Like, hey, man, I told you don't do that, whatever. Somebody else come over and they break it, you're gonna feel totally different.
Absolutely.
This is my point. I'm trying to make y'all admit, but nobody's admitting it.
I love the babies.
Said not
Well,
all.
like I said
love the
last
babies,
time,
man.
I
I
think
love
it's
them babies,
based on
man.
the adult.
I love the babies, man. It's one thing about
It's
kids, they
based on the
innocent, man, and I love the babies, man.
Brother, I love the babies too. I'm not saying mistreat no kids.
I took care of a lot of kids, man. I got in trouble. I got in trouble beefing with Maisha. Talking about I'm taking care of another person's kids and I ain't taking care of mine. I'm like, well, I'm with her.
What?
That I mean,
That's real talk. I'm in a relationship with a woman that has children. I live with these children. My baby mama gets upset that I'm taking these kids to school every day, and she telling me, "Well, you ain't taking your kids to school." My kids are in Georgia. I'm in Wisconsin.
I that's a whole nother show to me, B. You know how I feel about that. I can't I can't, you know, I can't honor that. You gotta take
Well,
care of all of
with my blended family, I build my own relationship with people. Like regardless of whatever's going on with my husband and his own children, I build my own relationship with those children. And it's as simple as that. And so regardless if we are separated, if we're together or whatever, I have my own relationship established with them.
Let me ask you this. Kids are minor, right?
Right.
Kids are minor. You with somebody.
Right.
You got your kids, they got their kids. Y'all family. You treat all the kids the same, right?
I do.
Okay. No, you're supposed to, right? So
Yes.
if y'all split up, are you fighting to take them kids?
That's what I'm saying.
Are you fighting to take those kids?
I wouldn't fight to
can't.
take them, but I
can't.
definitely would keep a relationship.
I'm trying to.
I know right now that I wasn't mature enough to be in that situation. I knew I wasn't. And that's why I didn't go that route. I respect y'all answers.
Hey, Ron, how old is Lil Ron?
Lil Ron's 27.
He wasn't like that, would he?
What?
He's telling his age.
I didn't think he would care. You know why?
I
Go
mean,
ahead.
I knew that. No local joke.
Yeah. Go ahead. You could come around.
What if you found out you had a baby and the baby was 26 years old?
What?
What you trying to do?
Said,
Right? Like, yeah. What are you trying to do?
No, listen.
What are you trying to do? We're talking about blended families.
I know.
We're not talking about scandals. We're not talking about scandals.
No,
Don't be trying to put. Listen. Don't be trying to put Ron Hortman in no scandal. I told you, don't use me in your hypotheticals when it comes to stuff like that.
No, listen. Let's say you find out right now you got a 26-year-old child.
Uh-huh.
You don't even remember. You swearing on the second Bibles. You don't know how this happened.
Yeah.
Come to find out, you got this baby. This little girl.
I got a 26-year-old. So what you talking about?
I already got one of those.
Another one.
Okay.
So what do you do?
What do you mean?
They grown now, Jelani. They ain't gonna be blending into our family. They grown. They got their own family by then. So that wouldn't work for us.
I rest my case.
All right.
26 years we ain't known about you.
Well, I hope that baby makes it.
You listen.
Oh man, how much this is a green room? Oh,
Kofi,
that's
you
so funny,
quiet.
man.
Huh?
I said, Kofi, you quiet. Why you quiet?
Man, I got 50
I'm
things I want
not.
to
I'm
say.
listening. I threw my little viewpoints out there. I think it's based on the adults and who you dealing with. And I think it shows a lot about the person character of who you dealing with when they handle situations in certain ways.
So
I don't
we
think
cut.
women appreciate it. I don't think women appreciate what a man do for them, to be honest with you.
Why does Jelani hate women?
Hortman said, "Why do you hate women?"
Because I'm liking men now. I don't hate women. But they've been sweet, though. I mean, my last relationship, I don't understand. I don't honestly think that women are appreciative what a person do for them. A lot of them, the ones I came across
Like
anyway, I don't think they appreciate it. I really don't.
I can't
I
speak
don't
on
think they
that. Like,
appreciate
give me an example. Give me an example.
it. I mean, I got you riding slick. You got the purses, they ain't fake. $200 shoes. You getting your hair done. Your nails stay done. I mean, what is? I mean, come on now, it don't get no better than that. I mean, and women get so upset and so petty just because a dude go be with other women. Like that is not a reason to break up the family for something I did in an
We
isolated incident.
I can't.
we
I
talking blended
can't.
families. We talking blended families. You going on a
And
tangent.
I'm trying to blend families. I'm trying to be with other blended families, and I don't think I should lose my blended family for trying to blend with other blended families.
And
That's
this
So
is
just me.
exactly why you get the circus of people you have. That's why.
Oh, well,
I'm gonna say this. Do you know they say you a Muslim, right?
this week,
All right. They say well you can Muslims can have more than one wife, right?
yeah, everybody can.
Right. Don't tell Hortman that. Uh, Don't say everybody can. He don't mean me. You
Everybody
don't
but
mean me.
Ron.
See, everybody but me. But they say you can have as many as you can take care of and provide for,
Absolutely, that's a
right?
fact. Yes.
That's my point. If you saying that she beefing with you because you taking care of so and so,
No, I ain't take care of them,
and,
but come on now, ain't no money getting
and
spent now. No, no,
you
no,
know what
no,
I mean?
no. Mm-mm.
If you taking care of them and you're not taking care of that, that's
No, can't no woman say I ain't never. Man, I was winning. You know what though? To be honest with you, the blended family thing. I'm gonna say this. I'm on the outside of the blended family. I think we need to hear from the people like you, the children who really lived it, because I didn't never live. Like my mother never had nobody else. I guess she wasn't. I guess nobody was attracted to her. That's messed up, man. But anywho, that's on her.
too stupid.
I stay getting it in, but no, but for real, on some funny on some real life stuff. I never had no like stepdad with the family, and like y'all really had that. And then
But
like Kofi got kids, and her husband went in there, and you know the backlash. So let's talk about. Let's be real. Let's be transparent. Do you know what I say about dudes who take care of women and their kids? The backlash that guy gets.
what is that?
They get. We call them tricks. We call them like them kids don't respect you, nigga. You know, you giving this woman money for these kids to go on field trips and stuff.
Somebody you with?
Yeah, I
That
know.
your family?
Yeah. I guess they be their family. They
So
think that's their family.
so you just totally contradicted everything you said at the beginning.
You
But I ain't talking about me. I'm talking about what I said about other people.
I'm just saying though.
No, I mean I was in. Come on, Ryan. You know my girl. You see my girl had the white babies and everybody like, oh, you take care of the white babies and all this.
and
Come
you
on,
need to
man.
understand too that
Hold on.
some
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm grabbing some. Go ahead. Go ahead. Pull this around for you.
Any man that take care of women and take care of kids that ain't his, I think it got something to do with him, like mentally.
some of those kids will do for you before your own.
Yeah, I hope it's like that when I get of age and I get old and I can find out if that's really true or not. I hope I just don't know, man. I just think women who got kids, I have to look at it for what it really is and what it don't appear to be. I'm gonna be like this: if she's such a good catch, why ain't the baby daddy with this woman? So I'm not finna bend over backwards to be with this woman if the baby daddy don't want to be there. Why he ain't there? If you such a catch. So
Listen,
out of
man,
all
listen,
these dudes
li-
you got kids by, you need to tell me that one of them see your value.
we listen. We we leaving the topic.
Man, quit blending families, fam.
We leaving the topic. So, all right, I'm gonna go here. So you saying you won't talk to nobody with kids now? You say you done with that. You tried it. You done. I respect that.
If they wrong,
Let me get some of these comments. When I said that who taking the kids, I was trying to get somebody to say something because Stu said he leaving the kids with you.
as
I
you
respect
should.
that, Stu. I
As you
respect
should.
that. Stacy said, "OC, you talking crazy." Tree said, "Children have to be treated accordingly. Even your own have individuality and don't do everything the same behavior wise. But the rules apply to everyone, even the blended one." Nikki said, "Women can do for themselves."
Amen.
Don't
No,
ask me
sir.
for nothing then.
OC, you're out of pocket. Another no, sir. Getting off topic. Alice says she loves this topic. And Stu said, I demand respect in our house rules. I agree with you, Stu. See, I still believe that people not being honest. And that's why I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. I feel like everybody is giving their best politically correct answer about family. Oh, you gotta love kids and treat kids. Of course you do. I'm not saying nobody's mistreating kids. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that in a blended family, Stuart. I'm gonna use Stuart for example because his name on here. I'm gonna pick on you, Kofi, just because you're here. And I'm not saying it's y'all situation, but I've seen situations where a lady meet a man, nice young man. He go to work. He provides. The young lady has kids previously. He accepts those kids as his own,
He a
and
fool.
he raises them. But when it comes to discipline,
Now you can't touch him.
exactly.
Hell no.
I see that a lot in blended families. And if everybody sit here and tell me, no, that's not how it is, we're not being real. I just want everybody to be real. So maybe
I'm
we can
gonna
come up with a
say
solution. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this. We have bumped heads on that with my children, but not only with my children, with his children. And I just think that's a man and woman thing. I don't think it's just about a blended family thing. You could do that with just like you and Ty are husband and wife. Y'all share the same children. Y'all can still bump heads on how you're disciplined.
Now with me, I run my household. I'm the man.
Listen, everything we say, we can use it in a different scenario. But we're talking in regards to the blended family, so you can't turn it to that it can happen. I'm talking
It's
about in the
still the same thing.
no, it's not.
It's still the same thing.
No,
No,
I have.
It
He
should,
right. He right.
guess what? It should equal the same thing. That's the problem. It should equal the same thing that it would equal in a family that is just your own family because the same kind of stuff happens.
Be broke girls won't date you.
It should, but it doesn't. Is my point. Let me read some comments. Olga,
Be
what's
broke
happening?
girls won't date you. For real. Be broke girls won't date you.
Alice said your assumptions are keeping you from being with a great woman, but know that you have to be great as well. And every male doesn't make you a man, and the same a female. I agree. I agree.
I
Nikki
disagree.
said I said
I
last week how my
disagree.
mother. I said last week how my mother's husband treated me different from his daughters.
Of course.
Amen, Nikki. Thank you. Yeah.
Of course he did.
Finally caught you live, Ron. Thank you, Anissa. I appreciate it. Stewart said, if you love that person, you love the kids as well, but both adults have to be on the same page. Amen. Like again, I'm not saying that these people are not loving the kids, but I had somebody got on here last week and they said ain't nobody whooping my kids. Like
I ain't buying them
nobody.
shit, and I ain't buying them and doing nothing for
But
them.
so how do you address that?
Man, you whoop the kid ass anyway.
This dude. How
That's
do you
real,
address
man.
that?
Man, you whoop that baby ass, man.
So okay, so say you do that. Now you fall out with the woman
Then that's
because you
just what it
discipline her
is, man.
kids.
That's just what it is,
I
boss.
think she would have to find a man that kind of stuff is acceptable with. That's what she would have to do.
Ain't no man who finna
ain't
work.
Nobody else.
Man,
no
please.
average person is gonna accept that.
Hell no, ain't no real nigga gonna accept that.
Exactly.
Man, come on, man. I'm out here buying your kids this and that. Come on, man. Come on, no. And then you know what I don't like? You know what I don't like? My little stepson. I don't like saying stepson. But you know, my stepson, dude in K5, he getting bullied. I'm going to the school ready to fight this little dude in K5. Like, hey, I'm checking him like, hey, don't put your hands on my son no more. I don't ever want y'all fight no more. We walked away, they was like, oh, you can't talk to them like that. Then I met the mama the next day, like, you know, like, man, I'm up here on the front line for these kids. That's what I did. Now I'm a bad person for whatever reason. Man, if I take care of these kids, I'm whooping their ass, man. If that's my way of discipline. I can't hear you.
Me either.
Yeah, Coffee, something wrong with the internet. Coffee, can you hear me?
I can hear you, OC. I don't know
Yeah.
we can.
It's
if
me and you
Ron
then.
is
It's me
back
and you.
in.
No, he can't hear us. So it's me and you, Coffee. Let me tell you something. If you with a man and that man providing for you and your family, you got to respect that man as a man. And if his boundaries, if these kids get out of pocket, you know, hey, I know you're going to be right there to protect them as mama cub. You know, you ain't going to make sure he just work the babies over. But spread a rod, spread a child.
There I go.
You
I'm
can't be
back. I
running
hit
around here letting
And
these
I
babies.
just think that
You can't be letting these babies disrespect no man. And if you with a man like that, Kofi, you know your man Stewart.
That's I think that's fair to every adult.
Hell yeah.
I think if you do anything else, you don't require respect. Period.
Exactly. I got into it with the one girl, and the Roach girl, as a matter of fact. And like I kind of like, you know, and I was
y'all
like,
together?
man, we was together, man. And I'm like, man, I'm in y'all house enduring all these roaches, and y'all ain't listening and cleaning up after yourself. Man, I whooped their baby, man, and they was like, oh, baby daddy crazy. I'm like, man, that nigga ain't crazy. You know, he come over here, he gonna get it.
Let me read some of these comments. Stu says sometimes the kids love and respect you more than the biological parent.
Don't think
Tree
that.
said
Don't fall for that.
And how Miss Stacy responded was real. Don't take my resources, but I can't discipline them. Yep, authentic people don't make difference in whose kid is whose.
That's right. That's right.
But you can't want a man to lead and take care of the house, but don't allow him to discipline the kids. I agree.
Man, you on some real that now y'all talk, now y'all making sense.
Thank you.
No sound from Ron. I hope you can hear me now, Olga. If you don't trust me to discipline your kids, that's supposed to be our kids, then I don't need to be with you.
Bert,
Amen.
my nigga Bert. That's right,
Amen, Bert.
Hey, now let me tell you something. Now, hold on, I'm gonna talk about Bert for a second because this is real.
Hold on. Let me read a couple of these real quick.
All right, go ahead.
Stacy said her sister, OC, still a conversation has to be had, right? Alice said, okay, here's the thing. It depends on where you're coming from with the rearing someone's child. I don't mind if my significant other discipline my child, while I will not allow my child to disrespect my mate either. Perfect.
Absolutely.
No, I'm not.
Auntie Linda said you have to get an understanding about whooping children in this season. Be very careful. It must be communication and understanding with the children. Handled
Auntie
all.
Linda, Auntie Linda don't play that shit and whoop me and whooped everybody else. It wouldn't have been no understanding. So come on
say,
now.
say what you about to say, Bert, and retaining to. Go
All right,
ahead.
I'm gonna talk about my boy Bert. Now Bert is, pause, no homo. You got to say all that, no homo, no homo. Bert is a nice looking young man. Bert is married to a woman who has a child. Bert, that's my dude. I go by his house. He don't even get his kids because I sleep in his kids' bed when I'm in Milwaukee around them. That he's a good dude, hands down. Period. Bert take care of his son. That's his stepson, and he goes above and beyond for this young man. And he also his son also be with his dad. You don't think at one point lines are gonna cross?
No.
Man, Bert need to get out of that situation now and just leave her alone and keep his two little cute kids and let her have her son.
If that works for them, why are you trying to
I just
kill
wanted to see what
somebody
Rob was
else's
gonna say.
joy? If it works for them,
I was like looking at Rob's face. I didn't say that to look at Rob and Corbin face. That's all. No, but my man, he took on that responsibility. And you know what? And if he ever chose to discipline, excuse me, that young man, then that's what he chose to do. And I'm gonna rock right with my homie, regardless.
Again, hey, shouts out to
Facts.
Bert. That's commendable.
Bert a good
That's
nigga.
how it's supposed to be done.
Bert a good nigga. That's my nigga. He a good
That's
nigga,
how it's
man.
supposed to be done. Shout outs to him for that.
Yeah. Bert a good nigga, man.
We 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 just
What Corbin say?
she said you crazy.
Oh, ain't no doubt. In your
Alice
words.
said Alice said let's make a whipping the child a last resort to. Depends on what they did, Alice.
Alice, the child gonna
Depends on what they
determine.
did, Alice. Hey, we gonna what we gonna do? I think we're gonna tap some people in
Man,
to get
tap Ray
some
Ray in, man.
to get some different point of views. We're gonna give everybody 2 minutes. Listen, I'm gonna mute you respectfully in 2 minutes because I don't want to get out of control. So if you want to tap in, you got something to say. Please, I'm gonna put the comment,
y'all come on now.
the link in the
Tap in
comment,
with us.
and we gonna let it ride. Boy, y'all are something else. I still don't think y'all being transparent though. That's the link at the bottom right there. If you want to tap in, copy the link. We're gonna let you in. I'm gonna let everybody say something that want to say something, and we're gonna get it in. So Jelani, just being that you're single and dating, correct? No, I can't hear you. Can you hear me, Kobe?
I can.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can't hear you though. Yeah, you gone. Kofi.
Yes.
So you married a wonderful husband, blended family. So if one of the kids win $1 million, right? I can't even get it out because you laughed too quick.
All of that was
good, now we can hear you.
Touch a four-leaf clover. Tell me,
And
Ron, what was you finna ask me, boss? Since I'm single or not single, well, let me address that. I am seeing someone who I really got a lot of respect for, and
do
I
they have
love her.
kids? Do they have kids?
She got 2 grown kids, and I like them both.
So they got kids. I thought that was off the table.
Little shorties, like Christmas shit, I ain't buying them kids nothing. I'm not buying no little kids who in school. I'm not picking them up from school. I'm not doing no more of that what I did before. If I'm not gonna do it with my kids, I'm not doing it with nobody else's.
It should have been that from the start.
Hey, look, I'm learning. Hey, look, Kofi, don't come for me, okay? Hey, Kofi,
I'm
look,
just telling you.
I'm just telling you, I'm sipping too tonight.
It should have been that from the start.
Nah, but you know what? I mean, we live and we learn. And I mean, it ain't like I didn't want to do it. I mean, I just wish, I was. You know what? I messed up some good shit, man, and
Right.
I just regret it, because
Right.
my kids is way important, man. And I'll be transparent because I don't mind it. I really tell the truth. The one thing that hurt me the most is when my little twin daughter's like, "No, we straight," like we ain't tripping, like do you type shit. I was like, and they little innocent, little sweet, pretty little twins, and I couldn't come at them like my son. I was like, "Nigga, I'm coming to get you," shut up. I'm coming to get you. I want to hear that. You can talk to the boys like that, but
let me
girls,
ask
you can't.
let me ask you this: is their mother with somebody else?
Maisha.
I'm just asking, like, because that means you would be part of that blended family. I'm asking.
I mean, why you trying to hurt me, B?
No, I mean, you broke it up.
I didn't mention her. I never mentioned her.
I'm gonna pass.
No,
We got
no,
somebody
no, no, no,
we
no.
got somebody tapping in.
I don't think Maisha with nobody. Oh,
okay. We gonna let Stacy go.
I just got in the shower. You can see my hair kind of curly.
Don't y'all start that.
Hi,
Little
sister.
Don't y'all start that. Don't y'all
Power
start that
twins
over here.
activate.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm gonna kick her off. I'm not fit to have that. Y'all, hey Stacy, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Hey,
Pretty
Stacey,
good.
I gotta ask you a real question because Ron want everybody to be transparent, and I want you to be for real, sincere. I want you to be honest. Is that hard dealing with a man that has kids already, and like he take care of and raise them?
Define hard. You talking about taking care of them and raising them?
Yeah.
Well,
You ever think to yourself like, man, I could have went and got some rims on my car, but I'm buying these kids this,
no, I don't feel like it's hard from that perspective. Marriage itself is just hard sometimes, but
Thank you.
Did you ever think
not necessarily because of the kids. I'm
right,
just being
Thank
honest.
you.
but would you are you more willing to leave now?
If I need to, yeah.
All right. So if you were to leave, would you
Wait a
still be
minute.
in the
But when you
kid's life?
say leave because of kids or leave because of I
No,
don't understand.
leave for whatever reason. And if you did leave, would you want to be in the kid's life after you left?
So let me just say this. I absolutely would be in their lives. And even before I got married, there was um, a young lady that I was like a mother figure to her out of another relationship. And
Right.
still today, we have a relationship. I don't talk to her father like that, but you know what I'm saying? Um, you build your relationships with the individuals themselves. Each one of the kids you have different relationships with.
Right.
Um, it's no different than your regular family.
That's
Tynese
what I said.
has a special relationship. I'm just going to use my sister because she's on here, and I know that she has her three boys and her daughter, and they all have a special place in her heart, and they all have different kinds of relationships with her.
Oh yeah.
But she loves them just the same.
But
She
she
loves
love Lil
all of
Ron
them.
more than everybody. She love
That
Lil Ron.
I know you did not just say that.
Not in a bad way,
No,
but
that is a lie. That is
No,
firstborns,
a
mamas
lie.
love their firstborns.
No, I
no,
love all my
all
kids,
her children. She loves all her
all
children.
my
I know
babies.
that. Come on, you ain't gotta be all like that.
No, but I'm just saying. So for me, whether I'm in the relationship with my husband or not,
But
I'm
if
gonna have a relationship with the children if they want to have a relationship with me.
That's
but here go the reality. The reality. Oh, look at she said when I see you.
we gonna talk 1-on-1, you and I.
Uh
Oh, you
oh.
talking about you and your
Wait,
sister?
y'all act
I'm
like
talking about you.
Oh, no, come on,
I
no.
I
mean,
You know
got
how I
you.
be.
you
Okay,
you
no.
you, you see
Hey,
how
but
they say how
listen.
she love her kids and she love like I'm not even sitting here. Like they not my
She
kids
loves you
too.
too. She loves you too, and you love your
No,
kids
but
just as
let me
much.
You know
say
what I
this.
mean? Like
But
wow.
Stacey, if you get with another man, he gonna tell you, you ain't finna be like, baby, what you
He
about
can't
to
tell
do?
me that. He
He
can't tell
is
me
a
that.
real man gonna tell you you're not finna go kicking with that man kids. That ain't gonna happen. Now I don't
He
know
got
who y'all
something
dealing with. Ain't no real man gonna allow that.
That's not true. That's not true.
Ain't no way in the world my woman gonna
Oh,
tell me, hey, I've been in this kid life and all. I'm gonna be like, you know what? You do you go
But
ahead.
that
I'm
sounds
done
okay.
with it.
Look, we being transparent. You know what
Okay,
it sounds like?
We
It
are.
sounds like you got some insecurities. That's what that sounds like to me.
Maybe all men have insecurities.
Okay,
All men
well,
have
let's
insecurities.
talk about that. It's an
I don't have a
insecurity
problem with
because
it. I don't have a problem with it. Let's
me
address
having
it.
a relationship with a child
After you're
has
not with that dad no more and you with another man, absolutely a man feel a particular way about that. I
no.
think
No, he shouldn't.
He
That means
shouldn't.
he's immature.
He shouldn't.
so wait,
That
no.
wait.
A
means you
woman
dealing
is
with
not gonna
somebody
say a man.
immature.
No, a
If,
woman is not gonna
if
say what a man is or not. We're not gonna do that. We ain't gonna play that.
but hey, if you
Yeah,
say that,
you
you not
immature.
no, you not you
No,
you you going back on what you said at the beginning about how you treat them kids just like
I'm
they
done
your
with
own
all that.
kids.
B. I'm
Yeah,
done with all
oh,
that.
so you
I'm
done
done with
with
all.
that now?
Yeah, that was
Okay,
being. I said being.
okay,
That was being.
You
okay,
doing
all
a whole
right,
lot of backpedaling on
No,
this
no,
show.
no, no,
exactly.
no, no. Slow down, Turbo. Let me explain to you now,
It's
because I'm
called
very
the
Who,
double
official.
bind,
wait.
guys.
No, no.
Who
Let me
who's
explain.
Turbo? Who Turbo? Who's
Everybody
Turbo?
Oh,
going fast. Everybody's Turbo. Let me
Oh, okay.
explain. I said what I did do in the past, and I'm no longer doing that because I'm no longer dealing with a woman that has little children. I'm
So
not
then
dealing with
how
the
would you
woman and her
feel?
little children.
How would you feel because you have children? How would you feel for women to
Hmm
tell you, "I'm not dealing with you because you got children"? That's just and
I,
at your I'm
I
sorry,
don't
OC.
care. I don't care.
I don't know how old you are, but
I don't
how are
care.
you
I'm
how do
a
you unless you're gonna date someone really young that's in their 20s that
no, no,
hasn't
no.
had no babies, you're gonna have a hard time finding somebody in your age bracket at this stage of your life that doesn't have no kids.
That's not true. There's a lot of women who were responsible
pause,
at a younger age.
hold on, pause, pause,
Well, I don't know
pause.
how old you are, so
Hold on, pause,
I'm 23.
hold on, pause. Hold on, pause. Listen, I'm gonna read some of these comments. All right, we got where I done lost where I'm at. Okay, Tree said, "OC, what about our kids? Kids, if they need assistance with them, which could be your blended grandkids." Auntie Linda said, "Then build a relationship with those precious twins. It's not too late. Absolutely.
I'm trying. I'm
Relationships
trying.
don't end because you break up." And Nikki coming back with the allow. Okay, here we go. Uh, Alice, exactly to the women that's on live. Uh, the homie Boosie, what's happening, homie? He said he wouldn't stop nothing like that. All right, that's the homie right there. Where's the understanding between the two? Uh, OC is Boosie said 23. He said you don't look 23, fam.
I
if you
ain't
want
saying.
if you want to get on, the link is right there. The link is at the bottom. We're gonna let you jump on.
Let me
Uh,
explain. Let me
let,
explain. Let me explain.
it,
Let me explain this part.
Child.
When women, I'm telling you right now. Listen, let me explain something to you. A man will accept a woman with children, and we do it every single day, every hour on the hour. Men do this.
Women do it
However,
too, though. Women do it too.
I don't see it.
and I'm a pro
Thank
why don't you
you.
see it? You
I
looking
Yes,
at
see it
one
with
it's
right
you.
not
Hold
just
here.
on, sis. Hold
men
on.
that
Time out.
And
accept, it's
Time
women
out.
as
And I
well.
salute. And time out. And I saluted you women last week, and I was deep in my heart. I was like, "Hey, yo," and I felt some type of way. I said, "Man, I salute y'all." And I said, "You know what?" I even told Ron and Kofi, I'm not even going to call women bees no more after you women last week taking on the responsibility and blending them families and doing what you ladies do. I
But
salute you for that,
Well,
and I love you for that.
I'm glad that we've impressed upon you not to call women
Not only
bees
did
because
you
that's
impress
so
on you,
disrespectful.
not well. Hold on, sweetheart. It's not necessarily that. However, I'm saying you also empowered me. So what I did was I saluted you and I said, you know what? All the women that was on here, I said, man, you know what? It made me feel good about my people again. It made me feel good about myself. I said it was literally empowering. Now,
Okay.
on top of all that, what I'm saying is men uh, generally we accept that role and deal with the woman with children. And when I seen it on a larger scale,
Mhm.
it doesn't work out and pan out for that individual. Now there is some we're talking the majority. And I'm talking about the majority of people that I personally know.
Okay, pause. Wait, I just want to make sure I'm getting you. You saying that most of the men you see that date women with kids, it don't work.
They disrespect it. They don't appreciate what that man has actually done for them. And it's just a horrible thing.
Okay,
And
so
I was even got the short end of the stick in that type of situation. So
so
Sounds like you didn't set the precedence. But anyway.
so
well, okay, well you can say what you want to say, but then I think you coming for me, and I'm gonna have to
I,
defend myself.
no, I'm not coming for you. We're having a
Okay, well, I
discussion, OC.
definitely said president. I definitely did all those things, just like the men before me have, and my friends who I see on every day. I'm
So,
talking on a
okay, can
per
I
diem
ask you a
basis.
question?
Brothers come up short. Let's not act like we don't, because I'm sure you got a brother. Do you have a brother?
I'm an only child with the exception of, I won't say I was raised as an only child. I have two sisters. I don't have a brother.
Okay, well, let me explain something to you. Do you have any cousins, male cousins?
I
pause.
do.
All right, listen, hold
I
on.
wonder how many women they dealt with that had children that's in their life right
I
now.
thought we was controlling.
Listen, we
I
listen,
just want to talk facts.
listen. So I want to make sure I'm getting because I want y'all to respond to this. So you saying that most of the relationships that you say with men and women, when the woman have kids, that the blended family don't work out because
Because a woman.
because of the women. All right, so
The man accept
women.
them children. The men accept them children.
So so
But
yeah,
are you,
I don't live. I've never lived this. Uh,
Ron, come on. You ain't got no friends that have women that dated?
well, can I just ask you a question, OC? Because majority of the time, children are when families split, the children are being raised by their mother, and so most relationships that are blended is the woman has the kids and the husband is coming along.
No doubt. That's what we're
That's
saying.
statistics.
That's what
So
we're saying.
majority of the blended families that you're seeing that are working is because the woman already had children
No, the
that she
woman,
was raising,
the relationships
and a
that I see
man
that are
came into
working,
the relationship. What?
the relationships that I see that is working is the guys who already been with a woman like the Ron Hortmans. I don't see brothers like me. I got homies right now. Ron got brothers. I mean, come on. I got homies right now. I got real homies right now that was with women who had children and they did everything for these kids, and the women didn't
hey,
appreciate that.
But that's still off subject though, because
Yeah,
we're talking about blended families coming together.
They don't work.
Not splitting up. You didn't already broke them up.
right.
We talking about them being together and the
We're
struggle,
talking
the
about the struggle
love.
and the dynamics
Yeah.
within the family
Not
when they're together.
And
And
all I can do is salute when I see it happen. Like I said, you sisters, I saluted you women for that.
so I can
I agree
honestly
with you. Well, I love you women for dealing with that and being the women that you are.
so
so
I salute that all day.
when I said in in the comments that there's certain aspects that I can't speak on, and the reason why I say I can't speak on them is because I didn't come in with any children, right? So I
Right.
don't have that side to look at. I can only speak from the side of I came into a relationship where there were kids, and so it became a blended family because it was already blended because the kids had different mamas, right? And then I came in and blended it even some more. So I can honestly speak to those dynamics. Um, and there are definitely some struggles. There's struggles because as the woman of the house, I was fighting to establish being the woman of the house. Does
Stacey,
that make
Right.
sense?
what are the struggles?
That's what I'm talking about. Establishing being the woman of the house in that and not having to take the role that because these are not my kids, I can't tell them what to do and all those things,
That's
right?
Okay,
bullshit. That's
okay, Paul. Wait,
bullshit.
hold
Yeah,
on.
you can.
Pause.
Beat them
Pause right
kids'
there.
ass.
Pause right there. So we talk. Okay, right now, you saying you in a relationship, and so one of the struggles was to establish the dominant role of caregiver because they already have
A
another
mother.
outside parent.
Right.
All right.
Right.
So
But we
let's
addressed that
talk
last
about
week,
that.
though.
Wait,
We addressed that last week, though.
hold on. Let's talk
And
about
so
that.
and so
So
one of the things that I did to combat that, as I talked about last week, was I set the precedence because I knew what I was getting into. I set the precedence and the tone before we even said I do. I had dialogue with the mama before I even said I do.
okay, now stop right there.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna flip it twice. Now, when a man come into that relationship, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So how does he set that tone with those kids and that mother if she's not used to a man disciplining her kids?
Oh, let somebody else tap in because she can't
That's
answer.
deep.
Only a
That's
male
deep.
can answer
Yeah.
that.
Only a male can answer that.
So
Yeah.
somebody else need to tap in. A male that's in a blended family.
You see my quarterback right here.
Let's tap
No,
in.
that's true. I mean, I'm the woman. I can't speak to it.
Hey, I'm whooping kids' ass. If I bought you some Jordans, I done took penitentiary chances and put food on the table. Man, if I tell you to sit your ass down, sit down, boy. And for
Any
men
fellas
who
out
don't,
there
they
want
suckers.
to
And they
comment?
suckers. Any men who ain't taking over, they suckers, man.
Any
I
men out
wouldn't say
there
that
want
that's taking over, though. That's not taking
I'm just
over.
saying a man is a
to,
man. I'm a man of the house. Kofi, is your husband the man of the house?
Of course he is.
Right. If he told you to take that ponytail out your head, you finna take that ponytail out your head.
No, that don't
No.
make him the man of our home by him trying to control me. That don't happen.
I thought that made
He's
him your
the man of
beautician.
this home
I thought
because
that made him your
he's
beautician.
the man of our house. He takes care of our homes. It's our rules, and that's that. It ain't got nothing to do with all that other stuff.
So I was trying to say
let
he
me
was
read
your
some comments.
beautician. He
Let
was
me
your
read some
beautician.
comments. I'm gonna start with with Tamar said, "What the hell?" Alice, the link is right there at the bottom. Alice, copy the link. We'll let you in. Alice said how she want to join.
Yes.
Uh, yes. Tamar said, "Oh my God, somebody better check in before I do." Paul, you need to chill. Let's see. Tree said, she again, most women more than likely don't want to deal with the mother of the children because of the immaturity of, and the men don't act like women.
Yeah.
Say that, Stacy.
I feel
Tamar
you
said,
on
not true. Hey, family. Tamar said, what is he drinking? All right, here go
Thank
to
you.
Hey Tamar, don't come for
listen,
me, baby, because don't come for me.
so
You come for me, I'm gonna have to send for you now. Don't come for me though, because I'm being dead
She
ass.
can handle you.
Facts. I can handle me.
listen. What? Okay, listen.
Good.
So we touched on something that the parent coming into the family don't feel like they can discipline a child because of the insecurities and because of the other parent.
Can I just say something? Y'all missed the whole point, man. That I'm the guy who was a blended family, and clearly I was hurt, and I
Listen,
was
we
hurt.
got it.
I was hurt. See, y'all
We
missing the
got it.
point from the blended person.
No,
We talk
no, we
about blended
didn't.
families, right? Hey, no, because everybody keep missing the point like a free throw.
No. Listen, you
Man,
going off on tangents. We got it. We
no.
got it. Trust me, we got it.
Yeah.
But I have
I
a
got it.
question. Can I ask him a question? Because he said he was hurt. What were you hurt by? Because you did for them and you can't be in their life, or you chose not to? I don't
No,
understand.
I mean, I'm hurt any man who really do that, man. Do you know how hard it is for an ego-driven man to provide for a family and get no respect for it?
But
I'm speaking for every
but
black man in America.
but what respect are you referring to? Because I don't think
The
I don't think
respect that if we're not together no more, like you no longer involved, you're cut off, you're this, you're that.
You talking about
but
something else, B.
that's something
I'm
else.
just
That's
talking about.
not.
Okay,
You
well, I'm
talk,
talking about something
That's
else. Okay,
you
go
talking
ahead.
about something else. You talking
that's
about
not.
something else.
That's the relationship part. The after
Yeah.
effects of the relationship
Okay,
breakup. That's
well, all right,
different.
there you go. Because I don't have a problem because I'm not blended. Go ahead.
You talk. You, so it's, we almost there. I feel it. We almost there. Kofi, you there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So
Again, I think it's the maturity of people. I think it do get complex when you're dealing with other people's uh parents and they're involved and they're bringing negative energy. It makes it more complex. Like Stacy, for instance, she has a relationship kind of established with her children's other parent. So that's different. She's not dealing with women that's acting immature or causing chaos or still hanging on to something with that father that doesn't exist anymore. And when you start adding those layers into it, it becomes more complicated. But I think it depends on the character of who you dealing with to get that thing in order. I expect for my kid's father, if there's a problem with his the mother of his children, for him to handle that. That's his job. It's not my job.
I disagree.
I disagree, but be broke girls gonna date you.
No, that's y'all problem together because y'all a family. You know what
Well,
I'm
I
saying?
mean, okay. Go ahead, Ron. I want to hear what you have to say because I think you're getting ready to say what I was thinking.
Well, I just think it's y'all problem as a family, and you can't control what somebody else do as far as that outside person that may be unhappy because y'all trying to work some things out. So y'all
he
got to
set
come
the tone.
together, huh?
He sets the tone.
What y'all got? If y'all don't agree together as a unit on how y'all gonna handle those situations, it's never gonna work. Y'all have to
Absolutely.
agree
Agreed.
between y'all two. It's y'all against the world.
I agreed.
And
Yeah.
when you in the blend, and I'm gonna tell you this, even when kids are involved, it's me and my wife first.
Absolutely. It should be.
Yes.
We'll jump these kids if we have to. You know what I mean? Because it's us first against the world. That's the core. That's the
You have to
foundation.
be on a united front. Exactly. So even
Exactly.
even in a blended family, um, uh, when you don't have a united front, that's a whole nother ball of wax. But if you have that united front, you can combat that other parent on the outside. You can combat that because one thing for certain, two's for sure, you ain't paying no bills up in the house. So the way that works is this is how we're going to run our house over here, and we're not going to entertain that foolishness that you're talking about. We're not entertaining that. And
Right.
at the end of the day, if I'm just going to say if it's the man and he has the kids and the mom is like, no, I don't do that to my kids. I allow them to do this and I allow them to do that because just like in my household, we are a Christian household, but
Oh,
my kid's mother is is not practicing Christian principles, right? In
of
her
course,
household.
Hmm.
So
of
there's
course
certain
not.
things that she allows that we won't allow here. Period.
Such
Point
as,
blank.
such as.
Well, I'm not gonna put all my business in the street now. Wait
It's
a
irrelevant.
minute.
Let,
Yeah.
Um,
let me
but my point is that there's certain things that we won't allow here, and regardless of what it is, if we don't allow it here, it just can't happen here. So what the kids have to learn to do is code switch. They have to switch their behaviors, and it's not always easy. Where they have to,
They
I'm at
do.
my mom's house, and I know at mom's house I'm allowed to do these things, but when I go dad's house, I'm not allowed to do these things. It's not
Man,
easy, but that's what they have to do.
but kids gonna always be that way. Like Ron and Hortman kids, them boys know to go to their mama, and that little baby girl know to go to her daddy when they want something. That's just how the game go.
hey,
It's
let me
beyond just wanting something,
hold
though.
on one
That's what
second.
I'm saying.
People who trying to get on, you have to copy the link. The link. I don't add you. You add yourself. Copy the link, Kmart. It's at the bottom. Copy the link. and then I'll put you on.
Well, you can't copy it from that ticker. So what she has to do is go into StreamYard.com and type it. Type
It's in the
that
Well,
right
I
there.
comment.
was just meaning like me and my
Comment.
husband, we're together.
It's in the
Say it.
comment.
It's in the comments.
Can y'all see that link in the comment?
I couldn't see it on the Facebook comments earlier. I just saw it on the ticker.
I don't like girls with weave in their hair.
What does that got to do with the blended family?
We ain't gonna be blended if you got a blend fake hair in your head.
You got a lot of hangups, OC. I'm
Wait
just
a minute,
saying.
because I say what I like. When a man
So
say what he want, he wrong. But when a woman say what she want, I know that's right, girl. Blah 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 blah. But when a man say he don't want something, we bad, we difficult, we hard to work with, huh?
No, but if that's the only thing that you don't like about a person, you're gonna cancel them just because they have. I mean, I can't. I can't.
Man, I want a girl that had hair like mine. If that's how long her hair is, go ahead, be natural, baby.
Okay.
I want a girl. I want a
It's a
girl.
preference. I'm
I
not mad
want.
at your preference.
I want a girl with a ponytail like Kofi's.
they said it's not on face. Oh, it's not on the Facebook comments. It's
Yeah.
I don't know why it's not showing up on Facebook
Man,
comments.
y'all got to
You
be
want me to put
real,
it on the
man.
comments?
Could you please?
See. Okay.
Y'all
Thank you.
sitting up here ain't being real, man. Y'all know Ron
I
wants
want
y'all
y'all
to
to be
say. Ron wants y'all to say y'all love your kid more than the other baby. Well,
nope,
of
nope,
course, a person gonna feel some type of
nope,
way more than their own child.
nope. I want people to be honest because that's what's gonna help everybody. If if you get with somebody and you providing for these kids and you for this family, you providing for the family, and man or woman, it go both ways. If you providing, you giving your all, you should be respected as
Exactly,
the
man.
father
That's all I'm
and the
saying, B.
mother of that house, and they
That's what
should.
I'm saying, man.
That's, and the other party, the other person, should make sure that everybody stand on that. That's what it's about.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this, Ron. It's a huge difference if you have to bust a move to feed your family. And I mean, when I
No,
say bust a move, you have to do something wrong. Let's just say whatever it may be. You had to seal an apple out the tree for your family. You had to do that, Ron. So you sold some apples out the tree to feed your family. That's a
not
beautiful
talking
thing.
about that right now.
I'm talking about it. And then you know what? If a stepdad steals some apples out of the tree, that woman should appreciate that man.
I disagree. I
Oh,
she should
they
appreciate him
shouldn't.
for being the man, for being her man, and he should appreciate her for being his woman. Period. And the
I feel like
one thing people forget about, or we not even thinking about, that
I'm ready to get that stage, B.
that everything, uh, that even like me and her, we together, right?
Who's me and her?
This lady right here that's sitting next to me. You don't see
Okay.
her?
Yeah,
Yeah.
come on. Yeah.
It's still a blended family because her family and my family are now
Oh,
one. You
oh,
get what
that's
I'm saying?
deep. That's deep, B.
You know what I'm saying?
That's deep, B.
So
That's deep.
I'm way deep. I'm deeper. I'm deep. B. I be trying to
My
tell
nigga,
y'all. I
that's
be
why I
trying to
fuck with
tell
you, B. You
them.
my nigga. My nigga got a high school diploma for
You
real.
know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt, baby. No doubt. No doubt. My
But
man on it. Yeah,
so what
coffee. Yeah.
so what I'm saying though is like we don't always agree, or
No, no, y'all don't.
we got my family may do something, her family may do something, but we still gotta work it out. And
Can
I still gotta respect her. She still gotta respect me.
I,
We got somebody tapping in.
oh, because I really got something to say real quick
that's
when they
deep, but
tapping in.
the difference between that example and an in-home blended family is slightly different because those outside people that are, although they're blended and they're family
They're
members,
not in the
they're
household.
not in the household with you.
I agree with you, boo.
But
Well,
they can wreak havoc though. It can
Hey,
wreak havoc.
I just gotta say one thing.
I'm
I read a Oh, go ahead, bro. 'Cause that's my nigga
So,
with the high school diploma. Go ahead,
hey,
B.
they had to live with us for we stayed on the same roof for periods of time before. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
so then that takes another dynamic to it when they have to reside. Yeah, that takes
Hey,
another.
I can't just be talking crazy about nobody in her family, and she ain't be talking crazy about nobody in my family. We gotta walk through and smile, and
Hey, Hortman boys look just like her too. I'm looking at her. Them boys look like they mama, dog.
We gotta respect each other's
hey,
family.
we got somebody tapping in, the jazzy one,
You better believe it. I'm on your ass too, nigga.
the jazzy one.
You've been talking off the wall.
Woohoo! How you doing?
I'm okay, but you've been talking. I'm on your heels.
You right there. Okay, all right,
Hey,
okay, all right.
hey,
Hey, we
hey,
appreciate you. What you sipping on?
Shit, let me go get my bottle.
hey,
Your
Ron.
Bible or
Hey,
your bottle?
sipping on that shit you sipping on. But I know you sipping on something. I'm Ryan. I'm listening, baby. I'm
Go
listening.
ahead, go ahead.
Hey, no, hey,
Hey,
Ron. I want to.
cousin, how you doing, cuz?
Hey, Ron. I want to say something about the woman, the wife, and this would be like towards Hortman. That the okay, 1800. I see you,
This
and then
bottle,
we all out here. Then you know what I'm saying.
this
We all
bottle
out
bigger
here.
than my head.
I got this old Scott with the cherries in it. Dude was scared at the liquor store earlier. I think he seen the strap. But anywho, that's what he got scared of. Anywho, Ron, I mean, this is one for Hortman. Hey, Ron. So
Yeah.
the wife rather. I read
Mhm.
in this book that the wife is the husband mom who's always around versus the wife. Her mom is never around like that, right? Now, I kind of laughed at that because I thought about you two, and then I thought about my relative, my cousin, and it's one and one. Y'all both his mother in law is always at the house because she helps with their younger children, and your mom, she's in your life, she's around and everything like that. I want to know how does moms affect the wife,
I don't know if I'm supposed to speak or she gonna speak real quick.
whoever.
Well, her mother is no longer with
I
us,
know that, and I'm rest in peace, and I get that,
so
and I'm sorry.
I see.
No,
I
rest in
see her.
peace, so no doubt. My mom ain't here neither, so rest in peace. But I'm saying like the wife though, right? And the wife. So my cousin, his mother-in-law is there at their house, help with the kids, and and they kind of like
Well,
own him a little bit. I
Go
want
ahead.
to know how does a wife feel about the mother-in-law?
I don't. First of all, I don't reference to Ron's mother as my mother-in-law. That's my mother-in-love.
Hey, man, go on, girl.
Mm.
I love her. She's been in my life ever since I was 15 and a half.
Scoot this way so you
So
can be the camera so they can see your whole face.
it's like, I mean, she's been my mom even when my mom was living. So it's not like this battle, this struggle with her because she's been in my life, since I was 15 years
Right,
old,
right,
15 and a
right.
half years old. So I don't I don't look at it like that.
I'm gonna keep it 100. They talk about me together.
Yes, we do.
You know what I mean? That's
For
what
the
it
Right.
is.
good. It's not for
But
the
we love
bad.
you.
I know
We just
y'all
want
do.
We
Right.
love you.
Hey,
whatever
you know
Right.
what? Hey,
you're
Ron.
lacking
Hey,
in, we want you to improve. That's all.
hey,
It's
Yeah.
not
Ron.
for the bad though.
Hey,
No,
Ron.
no
Not
Yeah.
It's
doubt, no
even
crazy.
doubt.
it's
So
not
I
the
don't
bad, it's for the good, it's for the better.
I don't want to
I
have an
don't
emotional moment here because I feel it coming and it may have a lot to do with this. And I don't want to have an emotional moment, but
With
I'm
that,
kind of going there. And I think it's because at the end of the day, I think what we need, and it's great for us to have this communication. And we need to have a line of communication. And we need to be able to share our thoughts. And we need to bond with one another. And that is
you
what
break
we're
up real
really missing.
fast.
You said I'm breaking up real bad, baby. You gotta I'm a diamond at the Hilton, baby. This internet good. Yours, I think you at the airport. You got the Wi-Fi from the hospital or something.
Let me
Cause
let
I'm a
me
I'm a diamond at the Hilton, baby. I know mine good. But no, I just think that I think it's such a it's something that's missing. And Horman and Ron, I'm looking at you, man. I mean, like I know you, B. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really know you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, we have so many examples of Black excellence that we don't, it's not presented. It's not out there. Like, I could say, no, my man was married. He took care of his kids. I got an example. I got other homies like Bert and other homies, So then, like, Ron, it needs to be on display. This needs to be on display. We need one another.
Well, like I said, I came from a blended family. I'm a product of a blended family. So that helped me be who I am. Let me let Tamar say something. She got on here. You ready? You want to speak your mind, sister?
Yes and no, because I came in on the end. I didn't hear everything, but what I did hear was women with children, relationships don't last. And I definitely did not agree with that. A lot of relationships last with women, but women are not the only ones that come into a relationship with children. Men come into a relationship as well with children, but we gotta know what we're putting out there. We gotta love other people's children like we love our own. We gotta respect them, even in their wrong, because they're learning. They're teenagers, they're kids. They don't know no better. We gotta teach them. In some situations, not all. Everybody, kids, not rude, disrespectful, or anything like that. So long as you putting that, foot forward and trying to teach and learn, then we can move forward. Don't just say women with children. That really broke my heart, and I felt some type of way.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that. No, that's not cool.
Yeah, women with children are pretty much evil.
It takes a village to raise a child,
and y'all act like y'all forget that.
No, but I said that to you last week.
I understand that last week. We're not going to talk about last week because last week was beautiful. We're talking about right now.
Look, listen, I'm going to mute people because I can't hear. Go ahead, Tay.
Me neither. Right. I muted big time.
Okay,
that was just my point. I didn't hear I wasn't on for the entire conversation, but when I heard that, I just did not agree with it, and I just had my say-so on it. And like I was saying, sometimes, children make mistakes. Children don't want to see nobody without this ain't my mama. I don't want to see your new girlfriend. That ain't my daddy. I don't want to meet nobody. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they feel like that. And even if they don't feel like that, they learning. They're children. We got to teach them.
Yeah, that's right.
We got to show them respect. As well as they need to show us. But we got to teach them.
Am I muted?
I'm gonna tell you. No, we can hear you, but listen.
Okay, I was quiet. I just want to address that.
The topic was blended families,
and that's
hold on, B. Hold on one second. The topic.
Mute me right now. Mute me.
Okay, I'm gonna mute you. So
no.
The topic was blended families and
after this conversation, no.
And the love and all that. So that was the beginning. So you got in on the tail end of it. But what you said, I agree with it. I'm gonna tell you like this: when it comes to kids in these blended relationships, I remember my dad, and he wasn't my biological father.
Keep it up.
He told me that I am not your stepfather. I'm your father. I'm your dad. Father. That's why he never called me stepson. He never referred to us as that. He treated us just like most people didn't even know.
The same.
Most people didn't know. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I grew up. He taught me how to be a man, and he taught me how to be a family man.
Good.
You know what I mean? So kids can still get something out of a blended relationship, but the adults have to be honest. They have to be honest, and that's where it starts. Kofi, you ain't got nothing.
And Ron, if you know,
I agree. I think it really goes back to the adults that you're dealing with.
OC, go. What you got?
Okay, but okay. Ron,
No,
you know I
no.
come from a blended family. My father had 6 children from 3 different women, one marriage and 2 other women that he had kids by. But I come from a blended family. My father had 6 children before he got with my mother and married my mother. When my father got with my mother and married my mother, we grew up as sisters and brothers. And this ain't your stepsister, stepbrother. Whenever somebody needed something, we all came together. Everybody
Yeah.
respected each other. We all loved each other,
Yeah.
and we grew up as a family. We didn't grow up as I don't like her. We
Yeah.
didn't do that. We grew up together. We all knew each other. Every birthday, holiday, all of us was together.
Now this
Every
is a
last one
problem.
of us. My father had 13 children.
My
Woo!
man, that's my nigga. That's what's up. Now let me
Woo!
I
tell you
gotta
something.
connect
I'm
to the
for the top
Wi-Fi,
thing.
y'all, because my stuff breaking up. I gotta give me 1 second. Connect me to the Wi-Fi.
Go, go
I'm
ahead,
gonna
OC.
But
I'm gonna
I
read these
listen.
comments real quick.
read the comments. Go ahead, B.
And again, that's based on how the adults are handling it.
Man, I'm in a Porsche truck coming tomorrow. I don't care about nothing. I'm out
Kia
here,
said,
B.
all in-law relationships are not strenuous. You have to learn each other's personality and find a common ground with respect to get along. Tree said, yes,
Agreed.
Mrs. Tide, blending families don't reference in-laws, step, etc. Like Kofi mentioned last show, you don't get to not say that your stepchild, cousin-in-law, family, period.
That's right. Hey, where's my
Exactly,
mother that was
Tamar.
on
They
there
don't want
yesterday?
me on this. So look, Alice, we
What?
trying. You got to copy the link, Alice. Y'all gonna quit threatening me, Alice. Alice, you have to copy the link.
It's in my Ron, let her know if she goes to Stacey Williams' comment in Facebook. It's there.
Go to Stacey Williams comments.
Yeah.
Alice, they there. Alice like she getting off. They ain't letting me. We want you on here, Alice.
Hey,
Go ahead.
the fact is that I totally agree with everybody. Everybody is right. It's hard, man. You know, and it's, you know what, that really hurt me, man, because my twin girls don't even know how much I really love them and what I would do for them. And here I am trying to get in these little girls' life now. And it's like everybody in my family, like, yeah, instead of them saying, hey, you know what? This is your dad. He loves you. Give him a chance or whatever. I'm literally going through hell. And you know what I think about Ron every day? I always think about how you let your boys go to school and you take your daughter to school, and how whatever you was living life, struggling or not, you took your little daughter to McDonald's in the morning, and your sons didn't have no McDonald's, but you took your little daughter to McDonald's in the morning. I was
Listen,
on the phone for that.
listen.
What are you trying to do?
Listen.
No, I ain't
Listen.
trying to tell on them, but I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
you
Do
sound
you
like you
have his
snitch. You sound like you
Right.
snitching. Like
right? But I mean, I was there. This time's a different time, but it was just a sign of the time. It was just how it was. But I think about that round. You know what I'm
yeah, okay.
saying? I think about how
So
you used to take your daughter, and I was like, damn, man, I need to be with my daughters, man. You know, I want to be with my daughters so bad. And I think about how
It's never
Ryan,
too late, OC.
but it's finna be too late because I'm finna start right now. It's tax time. I'm getting this little money, and I'm finna just get these four Giatos on my Porsche truck, and I ain't finna sweat no kids. I'm finna be out here, baby.
but
I'm out
okay,
here. What's
OC, can
happening?
I
Come
just can
holla
I
at me.
It's
just can I just shed some light on something? Because
Man,
a
come
lot of
holla at
times
me.
when you're referring to um being there for your kids or being respected, you're tying it to some type of um financial tie.
Money win
and
this game.
and
Money
and
win this
money,
game.
no,
yes.
Money
there's so
win this
much.
game. Money win this game. Money win
Okay,
this
but
game.
I'm not saying that the money is not a factor. It's definitely a factor, but it's not everything. Money, you can buy a child all the things in the world, but
I'm gonna
that's
buy
not
my
going to show.
twins whatever they want. I'm gonna
That's
try to
not going
win
to.
them over.
That's not going to equate to love. That's not going to equate to love.
They won't
That's
love.
not a memory because you just gave them some money or you bought them something. But being able to reflect on their life and saying, I remember when daddy walked me to here and we played and he pushed me on the swing, those kind of memories. Or the time that I hurt myself, daddy was there to pick me up and, cleaned off my little owie, my little boo-boo on my knee, and told me it was going to be all right. There's certain things that you're equating with love that's not necessarily love. It's very materialistic. It's very shallow. And so I think we need to deal with what love looks like to you, and what love really is might not be this. It may not be synonymous.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Hold on, I got somebody else that just tapped in. Let me let them get some airtime.
You think I'm finna mess up these Air Max tools?
Alice, you on? Alice, I hear you, but we can't see you, Alice. Alice, you muted. Alice.
Thanks for joining us, Alice. Get your phone together.
Tamar. Okay, we're here. Tree said the word for the day is transparency. We hear you. Tamar, we hear you. Okay. All right, they're having technical difficulties. And they said the sky got you bugging, B. See, listen, I know
people something else.
Alice, we can't hear you. So I don't know. Did we get anywhere tonight?
So the in-law thing for me is, or I won't say in-law because I just call her mom, right? I don't do step. I don't do. These are my stepchildren. They're all my children. I just have 6 kids. Period. It comes into question when I introduce my oldest daughter, because we're only 4 years apart in age. So of course people question like, how is that your daughter? But she's still my daughter, and she respects me as such, as that authoritative figure in a certain way, that confidant that's going to provide wisdom and insight on in her life. But I don't treat her like she's a 2-year-old. You know what I mean? I don't treat any of them like that now because they're all grown. But my point is that I think it's all about relationship. Even when you're with your in-law, it's the relationship you have with them, because someone said it's not always strenuous. My mother is gone on with the Lord, but my mom, which is my husband's mother, is my second, like another mother to me. And like Ron and Ty, me and my mother-in-law, we talk about my husband for the betterment of him and our relationship. You know what I mean? We talk about. What'd you say? You said that'll be another show? Yeah. So again, I think all of this ties into blended families in general, ties into building relationships and rapport with each other and respecting each other and showing love to each other. At the end of the day, doesn't mean that you don't have struggles. Like I said, there's that constant struggle of power. How do I raise someone else's children without them being offended? How and we talked about it. We touched on it in terms of the 2 individuals that are together have to be a united front and establish how you're going to handle those situations when things come up. Like, I'm not going to deal with the children's mother unless she comes to me directly with a problem that she has with me. But usually that gets funneled through my husband, and he deals with it.
That's what I was saying. Mm-hmm.
Get up or get down.
I think the key is when you're in these relationships, the 2 parents or they have to agree. They have to agree and have the same common goal of the relationship. Like, for example, if somebody want to be married and the other person don't want to be married and they're comfortable with that, that's not gonna work. Something simple. Like me, I do stand-up comedy, right? If she was totally against that, I wouldn't be able to pursue that. You have to have the support of the other person, and that goes from finances, discipline, health, everything. And that's the basis. So a couple people having technical difficulties. They're trying to get on. AJ, I see you. We got you on, but you might have to.
You said he muted.
He muted himself. I'm not muted.
Oh.
Turn your microphone on. Hey, Mark, get back on.
Get up or get down.
I guess that's what made it easy for me too. Like I said, I come from blended families. I had a very good example from women to show how to do it without it even being noticeable.
The homie Ray. What's happening?
Hey, Ray Ray.
Can't
Hey, what's
see
going
you.
on,
Man,
y'all? I know I'm still out working. I just wanted to tap in.
Please, brother, we
Uh,
appreciate it.
on the whole topic, I think once we define family, whether if it's blended or the first, a mother and a mother, I mean, a mother and a father, it's like, what are the family values? Like once y'all agree on the family values and have a goal for what your relationship is, a lot of people don't. A lot of people do more preparation with getting a house and buying a car than they do building a family. Some
Come on now.
most of the time, families are circumstances of situations versus circumstances of trying to build a family. And
Mm,
whether if it's blended or if it's not blended, we don't prepare for those family as a whole. And you see it in the data, you see it in the statistics. So um, I think both people, I mean both sides that I heard so far got a point. I hear what OC is saying and I hear what I'm sorry, I don't know her name. I understand, but it all starts with that what is your goal for that family? As a man being a leader, if that family is set up where the man is being a leader, where is that man leading to? What legacy are you trying to leave? And if I'm in a blended family, and sometimes my biological kids get mad at me because I treat all of them the same. If I don't feel like doing something for one of them, I don't feel like doing it. Just so it can be, so we can grow as a family organically. It's not a fake. I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. If Christmas is gonna be light, it's gonna be light for everybody. I'm not finna get my kids the PlayStation 5 and then the step kids got Atari. You know what I mean? It all has to be the same. And once they get older, my kids are in their 20s now. Now that they older, they see and they talk to me about it. And it all happened organically. I didn't force it, if that makes sense.
absolutely. Let me ask you something. When you say your kids
Yes,
got
sir.
mad
Makes a
when
lot of
you,
sense.
when you would do stuff for them the same way, how did you address that?
I addressed it like and I always have it. I always explain to them this is life. Like we're here to build a structure for everybody so everybody can grow. Period. You know what I mean? It's just like a basketball team or a football team. You know what I mean? The quarterback might be the star player, but it's a team effort. You know what I mean? It's a team effort. So we're all trying to get to where my kids' families, whether they're biological or step, their future families are successful. So now they have a structure to follow. A lot of our kids, whether if it's again biological or blended, they don't see the typical family don't see the structure of family, period. A lot of them are single family household, whether if it's a man being a single father, which we never talk about that. And it's a lot of those. I know
Repeat
them.
that. Repeat that.
It's a lot of single men, uh I mean single family fathers that lead, I mean that are doing it by themselves, and we
Yes,
never
sir.
talk about that. Just
Yes,
like
sir.
is women are. as well as a lot of women that are single parents. So we just have to start pushing for stronger families in general. You know what I mean? And we as a community have to start building that village so we can help out our community. You see, so we have to go back to that, you know, when the parents ain't home and the neighbors should be able to see what's going on and tell that parent and check them kids. And I think once we moved away from that blended family kind of that structure didn't have no choice. I mean, didn't have no chance because we already the regular family taking you know, help from neighbors or teachers. So you know the blended family is gonna be out of whack because they not, you know, the woman or the man is they ain't gonna tell this to my kid, and that's
Mhm.
wrong. That's wrong. Now abuse is a whole different subject, but for the sake of saying structure and trying to go to it from point A to point B as a family, we have to start getting involved in our communities, and we shouldn't be ashamed. I talk to all my neighbors, and I let them know like, hey, if something going on, they gotta know. You know what I mean? And if the kids in the block hate me for it, they just gonna hate me for it, but they gonna love me once something happened, and it's like, oh, that's what he was doing, and I have to take that chance. I might get shot trying to do something like that. You
Well,
know what
don't
I
do that.
mean?
Don't do that.
No, I'm just saying worst case scenario. We have to start getting involved, and I think that will help build
Yes.
families in general. We have to build families. Period. Because everybody else,
Mhm.
and this is kind of off topic, but it is on topic. Politically, everybody else, every other community sees the benefit in family. The LGBT community wanted to get married because of family and the benefits of family. Every other community is building family, so we have to get on that page and show that we can do the same thing, and that's how we're gonna build the community, in my opinion.
I, very well said, brother. Very well said from the homie Ray Ray, aka Young Denzel. Very well said. It's
Young Denzel. Young
it,
Denzel.
it's getting there. It's getting late, y'all.
Hey, Ray Ray, what's good, bro?
What's up, OC?
Hey, man, let me tell you something. Man. I totally agree with what you're saying. However, when we talk about the silver lining of a man taking responsibility upon himself and accepting the responsibility, you know what? It's not necessarily always negotiated in the primitive stages of relationship. It's not always talked about who's going to lead. And you're right. It's establishing the roles in the primitive stages of a relationship. And you know what, man? I should just play the player, man. And I regret I didn't. And I did my best. I should have kept a player and just, man, I regret that, man.
You
Real talk. And that, what I
the
mean
push
by that is it'd have been
the
from I'd have been very selfish. I should have been selfish. Because these women don't appreciate what a man really brings to the table, man. They don't appreciate it, man.
but at the same time, that's our ego talking when we talk like that as men. We don't need pats on the back. Let's do what we need to do, whether if that
Yeah.
ribbon is there or not. If
I ain't gonna do it no more, man. I'm straight on that.
What's your cash app? You need a offering on that word right there.
What's that? Oh, oh,
Ray Ray, he said we
oh.
just need to do what we need to do. We don't need a pat on our back. We're supposed to do what
Yeah,
we're supposed to do.
I
That right
disagree with Ray
there.
Ray. I disagree with Ray Ray on that. I'm not gonna keep doing it, and I ain't getting no. I'm not getting no results. We do things, and
So
we want some type of reward for what we do.
so I have a
this
question
this
for you,
can I
OC. What's your reward? What are you looking for? What are you
I don't
looking
know.
for?
Maybe it's now. Maybe it was that Valentine's Day when all the kids could have said, "Hey, yo, Jelani, you made my Valentine's Day great at school. You purchased all these beautiful things for us. Not on no EBT, but cash, and you bought all this stuff so I can hand out to my classroom. Hey, yo,
you,
Jelani, happy
we'll see.
Valentine's Day. We love
But
you."
You
but
know what,
that
OC?
you're attaching it to money again, and also
Yeah,
and
money. I'm
also
monetary. Money win this game. Be broke
No, it
girls won't
doesn't.
date you. I never dated a
No.
when I was doing dead broke and wasn't doing no good. I couldn't get the light skinned girl with the wavy hair. When I pull up in the Porsche truck, I'm winning. Oh hey, Jelani, you so crazy. Yeah,
But
I
then
know.
but that's not love
Cause I'm
though
getting
then.
to
They
that
didn't love
bread.
you
I
for
don't
you.
need
They
that.
loved
I
you for what they
love.
thought you could give
Listen,
them.
I know.
That's
I've
not the
always loved
same.
for the wrong reason.
I'm gonna
Okay.
tell you this. I'm gonna
Man,
tell you like
forget that.
I, I've always been
Y'all tripping.
I've always been the dude that got irritated when people brag about stuff they supposed to do. Like,
Right.
oh,
Right.
I took care of my kids, or
Yeah,
Right. You're
I
I think
did
you
supposed
that.
shooting
to.
at me. I think
You're
you shooting at me,
supposed to
Ron.
do
I
that.
think you shooting at me, Ron. I think you
No,
shooting
no,
at me.
no,
Go
no.
ahead. No.
No, what I'm saying is, if the person that you doing all this stuff for ain't reciprocating for you, that's the wrong person.
Can I jump in
Exactly.
there?
That's what I'm
Can I jump in
saying.
there a little bit?
Wrong
Jump
person.
in there. A lot of bit.
You
Now, when
because
we talk about children, my opinion,
See.
when we talk about children, we have to understand they hear what we say, not what we mean. So we as adults or the leader of the family have to have patience. A lot of stuff that I told my kids when we first moved to Georgia, when they was getting into high school, they didn't listen. I mean, I don't want to say they didn't listen. They didn't apply it. But now that they in their 20s and they starting to live for themselves, they come back and they say, hey, I remember when you told me this, and it's like kind of like they applied it later.
Mm-hmm.
The plant the seeds that you grow ain't
Right.
gonna
And that's your
blossom right
reward.
away.
That's
Right.
your reward.
Yeah, I ain't got
It
no.
comes
I ain't got
back
no
later
payoff yet. I
Absolutely.
never got
and
that.
say thank you for what you.
Yeah.
I wasn't hearing it before, but now I hear it now. I'm seeing it. I'm living it. I'm experiencing it
Exactly.
now, and I thank you for it. You planted that seed for me, but I'll let you
That's
go. I'm
exactly
sorry, I
right.
didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you
Ex-
did right, Horby.
that's
Hey,
a great analogy, sis. When
hey,
you
wait a minute.
make a plant, when you're planting a tree or something, you plant the seeds. You don't see the
The results
manifestation
immediately.
of the
Immediately.
tree. It
Right.
Right?
takes
Yeah.
nurturing. It takes
Okay.
fertilizing it. It takes bringing it to life, doing what you're supposed to do. And even as it's growing, to get it to lean a certain way, you have to take and you wrap it
Cultivated.
on a stick, and so you could lean it, and you have to structure it, and so it requires structure, and it requires pruning, it requires all those things. And that's what we do in child development. When you're raising your children,
Mm-hmm.
you're giving them a roadmap to life, and you're pruning them as
you just
they
had
are
a TD
developing.
Jakes moment, sis.
No, that
Yeah. Okay. Well,
no.
TD
hey,
Jakes
wait,
moment.
Listen,
hold on.
Joel
Wait.
Osteen said it's pruning
He
for
okay.
your blooming. Yes,
Hey,
but
Ray.
no.
Hey,
Back
oh,
Yeah.
to
sorry. I
him,
just got. Hey,
Ray.
Ray, Ray, Ray,
Do
Ray.
you, Ray, do
Ray.
you, where you work at? You work in the closet, nigga? Where you at?
No, I'm in my work truck.
Okay, you a truck driver?
No, I got a commercial cleaning business, so I'm finishing up some of my accounts.
Oh
But finish
God.
your point, Ray, because it was
Listen,
Yeah,
good. I didn't mean
it
to
was really
cut you
good.
off. I'm sorry.
Ray
I,
wasn't
I just
all that good. Hold on, y'all ain't gonna get that nigga all that much credit and shit.
no,
That nigga,
I
hey,
just
y'all just like that nigga because he got a slave online. Hey, Ray, was I killing him last night? Ray
dude, that
with the
was funny.
slave.
That was funny.
Hey,
That
no,
was
the real
hilarious.
law. Hey, Ron, I gotta say this to you, Ron, because
Ray,
clearly we off
first.
task.
Let
Huh?
Ray finish the point first, then come to me.
He
No,
already okay. Go ahead.
my whole thing about the families, especially when it comes to blended families, is patience. We have to have patience. You know what I mean? If without that patience and that uh expecting each other to be who we want them to be, we set ourselves up for failure every time.
I want
And
Lisa, man.
that's with any relationship, because we all
I was about
look
to
at the
say.
expectations instead of what that person really is in relationships. We expect
Mhm.
them to be, who we want them to be, regardless if they gave us the red flags that they're not that person. So that's just on the relationship with the two people. And the dynamic with the kids is totally different. Totally different, because they cognitive ain't ready yet. They cognitive got until
Right.
they 25 to be fully developed.
Okay,
So
so Ray, you don't understand this. Be broke, girls won't date you. You know that, right?
I've been broke my whole life and never had a problem with getting women. And that's not, and I don't mean to say it like that, but I've always been broke. until I had my own business. No matter if I was in Milwaukee or Georgia, I never had an issue with
Well, look, they wasn't
community.
fine. They wasn't light skinned.
Well,
Well, I'm offended.
You crazy.
So I'm offended because you feel like if you're light skinned, that's the only one that's cute. I don't. I'm okay.
That was an inside joke, but okay. Hey, you had them on. Hey, listen, man. Hey, look at Ryan. Hey, look at Ryan and Horman. Hey, that's a true example of a real family, and you know what? I think that need to be on the forefront more.
Well,
Definitely.
I think it definitely need to be on the forefront more, so we could say, you know what, this is what we could build off of. This is an example. We need an example. Look at Kofi. Look at Kofi over there. She all the way in Arizona looking all cute. She done tricked dude. He done married her. You know, Kofi happy. And Ray, you had an actual slave online yesterday. That was amazing. Like, you really doing good work, man.
You
You
crazy,
got,
dude.
you look at Horman's sister. She up here taking care of that nigga kids. Her kids now.
Wait. Question is that no more because they're all grown. I did my job. They're all
For
grown.
real? For real? So
My youngest one is 22 years old. They're all
how
grown
long
now.
y'all been married?
18 years.
Oh shit, girl, you need to go ahead and live your life now.
I am living my life. What do you mean?
I'm talking about like, never mind. Okay, never mind.
I'm like, what do you mean? I'm not living my life.
Like the hell no, come kick it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, come kick it. Like Ron done with it. Ron got grandbabies
Flag
now.
on the play. Flag on the play.
No, Ron
Flag
got
on the
grandbabies.
play.
Hey, now hold on.
Kofi.
Ron got grandbabies, man.
Kofi.
Yes.
Kofi tricked that nigga.
Yes.
Kofi from Milwaukee, man.
You quiet.
Kofi, is your husband from Milwaukee?
Kofi, you quiet tonight.
Kofi, is your husband from
I'm
Milwaukee?
jumping in there.
Kofi, is your
quiet. I
husband
want
from
you to
Milwaukee?
express yourself.
He is.
He from Milwaukee?
Kofi, you had to express yourself tonight. I want you to express yourself tonight.
Yes, he is from Milwaukee.
Man, look at Kofi, man. Y'all good people, man. Hey, Ron, you know what? Hey, Horman, never forget I called your job about them damn roaches.
I agree with Stacy a lot of her views and Ray Ray.
Y'all out here winning,
Kofi?
man.
What'd you say, Kofi? I didn't hear you, Kofi. What did you say?
I said I agree with Stacy, a lot of Stacy views. I agree with a lot of Stacy views and Ray Ray's.
You don't agree with OC? I don't agree with that pink top you
made
wearing
some
either.
valid points.
I don't agree with that pink top you wearing either. Down in Arizona wearing pink.
That's red.
I don't have on pink. You blind.
Now that's just a Obama phone you got. It's really pink. You get that old Android phone.
Yeah, I'm supposed to wrap this up.
I'm gonna get at you tonight, OC. I'm gonna let you have your way tonight.
No, listen, man. Hey, Ron, you the truth.
She said the word of the day is transparency. She gave us our word, transparency. You have to be transparent in a relationship if you want it to grow.
I want to be with Lisa.
Yes.
You have
me
to.
and her could just go ahead.
I'm just mute you because you're just being too random for me. You're messing up my vibe right now. So you have to be transparent. I'll give everybody their final two, and we wrapping this thing up. It's 11:58. Ray, you got 2 minutes. Something you want to say in closing?
I definitely know from the relationship I'm in now, from where we started to where we are now, blended families are hard. Blended families are hard. It take a lot of sacrifice. It take a lot of patience with the relationship and with the kids. So I just suggest that people know what they want out of life before they jump into relationships in general. Like, figure yourself out before you jump in a relationship, and figure yourself out before you have kids. Like, it's ridiculous that we prepare for a car better than we prepare for a family. That's ridiculous. Like, we do everything as a whole. When you look at the statistics, we make sure we get the insurance, we make sure we get the
Rims.
rims and the finances for it, everything prepared to get a car. But we don't do the same thing with families. We by accidental circumstances for the most part, and we have to start pushing families. That's why I love what you do, Ron. I love your comedy. You for the whole family. Um, so we need to be pushing that. We really need to be pushing what Bill Cosby was pushing for real.
Well, I got the drinks there. Scott, I got the drinks, ladies.
My brother. Much love, man. I
Yes.
appreciate it. Sister
For sure, I
Stacy,
appreciate.
Yes.
you got anything you want to say in closing?
Nope. No closing words. All good. Ray said it all. He said he summed it up in a nutshell.
He did. He very wise brother, wise behind his ears.
Mhm.
OC,
Yes,
what you got? Anything in closing?
absolutely. In closing, I want to say this one thing, and it's real talk. I salute you, Stacy. I salute Ray Ray. I salute Kofi. I salute the women before y'all who actually are in blended relationships and blended families, and you guys really, really, really rose to the occasion. Um, I want to shout out Kofi in particular. I don't like when you quiet. I don't like that. That's green room talk. Ray Ray, I do want to say one thing, man. You understand, man? Be broke, girls won't date you, fam. And I don't care what you had in the past, but when you pull up in that Porsche truck, it changed their whole attitude. And to Mr. and Mrs. Hortman, I want to say this: you guys definitely are a shining star. You're my North Star. You don't even know it. You're my North Star, and you are the true example of a black family. And I salute y'all. I love, our relationship, Ron. I love how I'm who I am and you how you are. You're east, I'm west. Man, man, no. I love that, bro. And Horban, always know that you always can express yourself and say whatever it is you have to say to me, because I look at you like I look at you my little sister. I love you. So with that being said, man, I salute all you, Kofi. You know you family. You know I love you, Kofi, and you know it's real with me. But Horman and Ron in particular, I just want to say this to you. Ray Ray talking about he love your comedy and all that. Nigga, you ain't heard me yet, nigga. Fuck you mean you love Ron comedy, nigga. Nigga, if you don't get your Donnie Simpson looking ass up out of here talking about you love Ron comedy. I know you're gonna put there Donnie Simpson looking ass there. But anyway, hey Ron and Hortman, I salute y'all. Hey Ron, you definitely are an example of what black excellence is, you and Hortman, because through all y'all ups and downs and the struggles and how you gonna do this and how you gonna do that, y'all right there with each other. And that is what I love, and that's what the community needs to see. Is that Ray Ray?
I can hear nothing.
Hey,
Hey,
Trees,
Ray Ray, if you don't get your motherfucking Donnie Simpson looking ass up out of here talking about Ron, I love your comedy,
first of
nigga.
all, it sounds like you hating on me a little bit, B.
There might be a little bit of that. Hey,
All right,
yo.
okay.
I mean, yeah. There might be a little,
Duly
hey.
noted.
Okay. I'm
Duly
just
noted.
saying, though. I'm just
Duly
saying.
noted.
Hey, they
Hey,
don't know
Kofi.
the truth, though. I know the truth, though. They don't know the truth, though.
Kofi.
But Ray Ray do look like Donnie Simpson.
I don't know what I look
Kofi.
like.
After he fell off, after BTSO, when they cut him. Go ahead, Kofi. That's all I gotta say though. For real, right?
Kofi, this guy. This guy.
Look, Kofi. Look, Kofi.
Tree said
Kofi.
Sky Vodka's last words.
Hey, Kofi. Where your husband at?
He's
I'm
working.
mute you now.
All right, mute me. Mute me.
Hey, Kofi, go ahead. Any last words?
I agree with a lot of what Ray Ray said again and Stacy, but blended families are really tough. You have to be for real about what you're doing, who you're signing up with. It's not easy, but I do believe it can be done. It takes a lot of patience, a lot of love, and you got to be for real about it, or it will not work. Or it will not work. But I
Amen.
think that everybody got a lot of good news and touched on a lot of things that comes with blended families.
Man, Courtman, you want to say anything?
No,
Nothing.
I have nothing
Damn.
to say.
Okay.
No. No.
This was fun. This was fun. It was interesting. A lot of fruit for thought. A lot of things I'm gonna chew on, and I'll get back with y'all.
I ain't like.
Apparently, we're under review.
Hey, but I do want to say
I got y'all numbers right, so I'll be texting y'all.
Apparently, we're getting audited right now.
But I do want to say this to Lisa.
Yes.
If Lisa listening, that's my
and-
girl. She mean the world to me.
Yes.
And I'm shouting out and happy that JoJo is home. So I'm good with that.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna say this, y'all. I don't know if we ever gonna come back to this topic.
Hell no.
I'm proud of y'all that we powered through it. I kind of felt I got a little scared. I'm not gonna lie. I got a little scared it was getting too real. Blended families can work. I know they can work. I'm a product of a blended family. And for y'all to give me all of the kind words, and I appreciate them from the bottom of my heart, it means the world to me that my friends and family would think so highly of me. All I'm doing is trying to be the best person that I can be and raise these kids so they better than I am. You know, that was our goal when we set off. We was kids, man. Kids. And we had a dream. And dreams come true. You know, it's a lot of work. And that's the key to relationship. The person you in any relationship is a blended family. Any relationship is blended because you're taking two different people, two different backgrounds, two different upbringings, and you're trying to combine them and to become something. And when you do it and you go through all of the work and all that to make it happen, it's a beautiful thing. It is the most beautiful thing in the world. I appreciate. Hold on, I'm getting a message, y'all. Hold on, let me see. Is this somebody trying to get on? I think so. It's Big Dude for real.
I'm ribbing, dude. I'm ribbing him.
No, see,
I think you attacking me. I'm for the ribbing.
All right, so it's relationships can be beautiful. If you're not ready to put the work in, you're gonna get hurt.
Yes, absolutely.
You're gonna get hurt. It's like playing with a gun. If you don't have the proper training and use it properly, you're gonna hurt yourself or you're gonna hurt somebody. I need to write that down. Write that down for me right there. That's pretty good right there.
Ron, I want to say one thing, man.
What's up, man?
Hey, on Real Live Talk, B. I was saying, man, what's up with me and coffee in the bag, man? I mean, here it is. You up here. You know, you got.
First of all, you were late. Totally unprofessional. You want to talk about that right now in front of the people? Huh? Kofi, listen. Kofi was on model behavior tonight. She was sitting there. She was engaged. It was only one yes. It was. You know what I'm saying? We spread them out evenly, and you offending the guests. You said.
Sure.
So now, look, Horton mad at me now. She mad at me now because he asked me about the bag. You know what the bag is? She don't even know what the bag is.
And she ready to jump on that bag.
He asking me about money right now. Like I ain't paying him. That's what he's saying. She said, "I am so embarrassed right now." Horton, we joking. It's a joke, babe. It's a joke.
Oh wow. Hey, but I do want to say one thing though, in terms of Kofi, like Kofi, man, you my general, man. You the general. And Kofi when Ron was like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that. I said, no. I mean, you that's cool, but I ain't doing nothing without the team. So if that mean whatever it mean, that's what it mean. But I ain't doing nothing without you. Hey, Kofi.
I tried to get rid of him, Kofi. He won't leave.
Hey, Kofi, let me explain something to you. First of all, hey, your husband, you said he at work. Where he at? Do he work in town or is he a truck driver?
Hey, hold on. This is gonna be green. This is gonna be green room. Thank y'all, everybody, for listening to Dysfunctional. As you can see, this is a dysfunctional family. We get on here, we chop it up, we go anywhere. It is totally dysfunctional. Every Tuesday and Thursday night, it's live. You never know what's gonna happen. We love y'all. Brian Hortman, cousin Kofi, OC, out of control. We love y'all.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.